Hello YouTube friends, how are you? Ben here, and today's question is a bit of a hard question. It's are African cichlids the right fish for you? There are some factors that have to be taken into consideration when taking on this fish, this kind of fish. And the truth is that some fish keepers don't have the temperament required, the patience required and temperament to keep African cichlids. Here are some of the reasons why. So first off, let me issue a disclaimer here. This video is in no way a suggestion or endorsement that people should not get into the hobby of African cichlids. Anyone who knows me knows that I love these fish, and I say that because a while back I released a video that was a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek kind of a joke, and it was entitled "Reasons Why You Shouldn't Get Into the Hobby of African Cichlids," intended as a joke, of course, and but some people took it very literally and thought I was actually telling people not to get into African cichlids, which is silly, but I understand some people take things, can take things quite literally, and maybe don't have a sense of humor that includes irony. So, at any rate, I am not suggesting that anyone should not get into African cichlids. I mean, look at these fish; they're amazing. What I do feel I need to say is that you need to go into the hobby with your eyes open. And what that means is that when you first get going, you should know that if you get the bug, if you get hooked like so many of us get hooked, you're going to end up needing a good-sized tank. That's going to require space. It's also going to require time and energy and money. You're going to have to purchase the tank, you're going to have to maintain that tank, you're going to have to decorate the tank, and you're going to have to filter that tank. And you're going to have to do weekly, monthly maintenance, such as water changes, filter maintenance, and the ongoing things that are required to take care of these fish. So these fish are, as I referred to them in other videos, waste or poop factories. So they do require a lot of maintenance. And there are some fish that you are not going to be able to get at your local fish store, and you're going to order them. And that's going to come with some shipping, and that fish will not be the last one that you'll order. So when you place an order for fish that you can only get by ordering, haven't seen those two ever go at it, you're going to end up probably spending $200–300 at a time trying to get a hold of some fish that you really want. So the key factors here in getting into this hobby that you should know up front is that you're going to need space, you're going to need time, and you're going to need money. Now, that's not the most important factor. The most important factor also is you're going to have the right temperament for these fish. If you are severely disturbed by a fish getting beaten up, and I'm not suggesting that anybody wouldn't be. I know that I hate watching fish get tormented by another fish or harassed by another fish. Bothers me quite a bit when one fish just makes it their life mission to pick on and destroy another fish. But if you have a temperament where that kind of thing really, really bugs you, you find it really disturbing. And a fish getting shredded or killed overnight would really hurt you emotionally. Then you don't have the temperament for this type of fish. Because this type of fish, African cichlids in particular, haps, even though peacocks and mabunas, I mean, they can all get violent, do have moments where that little switch in their brain can flick, and all of a sudden a fish that was peaceful all of a sudden starts harassing and singling out one or two fish and proceeding to destroy or kill them. So to sum it up, in the question of are African cichlids the right fish for you, do you have enough space to accommodate the large tank that you will eventually end up in? Do you have the time to put into maintenance and ongoing care? Do you have the money to spend on the kind of fish that you are going to want to get? And lastly, but perhaps most importantly, do you have the temperament to have a type of fish that can become very rough and can at times be very, very mean? Now, after I've said all that, so why would someone get into these kind of fish? Well, for one simple reason, they're just stunning. I mean, take a look at this Eureka Red I picked up from Imperial Tropicals. Absolutely beautiful. And the colors on these fish, the blaze on this Taiwan reef, the blaze on this electric blue, absolutely gorgeous. So in my mind, of course, this Bucanono is just crazy. So in my mind, all the effort, the time, the money is worth it. Very, very much so. And I encourage you to get into African cichlids if you feel you have the right temperament for it. Okay? And let me know what you think about this issue. Note it below in the comments. You know I read the comments. I take them to heart. I do respond. Love to hear your thoughts on this. And that's it for now. Be sure to visit the Facebook group page, ben.o.cichlid, and also follow on Instagram if you care to at ben.o.cichlid. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.